What's happening, YouTube? Slender Revolution X here with my buddy Brian Prodermont. We're here to profile his Prophecy deck. So let's get into it. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, guys, this is the build I played with this past weekend at my locals. We did the Gen Con badge tournament. I came in second. I lost to Evil Swarm. Game 3 was just bad for me. Like I drew no outs to his good card. So like, well, actually, let me change that. I drew no monsters, and he drew a shit ton of monsters. That's pretty much how it went down. Yeah, guys, and this is also probably the deck that I'll probably be playing at Nationals. More than likely I'll be playing this at Nationals. It's between this and Dark World, but I mean, Dark World's really good. Dark World has a great matchup against this deck, but it doesn't have that great of a matchup against Dragons. It has an alright matchup against Dragons, but it's not, you know, hands down you're going to win. Game 1, yeah, you can probably win, because you'll be like, oh wow, you're playing Dark Worlds? Yeah, you win. And they'll be like, side deck, okay, they lose, they win. But here goes the deck. 3 Spellbook, Magician of Prophecy. This is a 3 of in any Spellbook deck. Like it's like. Alright, next up, 2 Effect Veiler. You just need it with the amount of stuff going on right now. You need the negation. 2 Magic Sea. It's really good against dragons. I didn't play any dragons, but I almost never took it out. The only deck I took it out was in the last round against Evil Swarm, because you don't really need it. And the dude was playing macro Evil Swarm, so I was like, oh, hand traps out. 2 Kaiku. I'm thinking about putting it up to 3 because it's just really good against dragon. Just my local doesn't have. There's only 2 dragon players there, so playing 3 isn't really efficient enough. But otherwise, it's a great card. 1 Droll and Lockbird. There's so much search going around, and there's a lot of people that don't know that after the first time they search, you can drop this card anytime during the turn. It doesn't have to be after another card resolves. It's just after the very first card that searches resolves, you can drop it. Like, so they can be like, you know, they can road it for something, and then they'll go to play something else, and you're just like, bam, no.
Good.
Next up is Jalkin Spiritualist. I only play 1. I sided a second one, but most of the time, as long as you don't draw them and you can put them out with Judgment, you're like, it's just game winning. And then I only play 1 Priestess. The format's too slow right now, like, or too fast for this to be at more than 1. Like 1 or 0 is what I prefer. It's a good card. It just, you have to have it at the right time. On the spells, it's all monsters. 3 Spellbook of Fate. This card is so good. It wins you so many games. If you can just lock them down, all their cards with this, it just wins you games. Protects Kaiku, you got the game. 3 Spellbook of Secrets. You're basically your Rhoda for the deck. Rhoda for their spells. 2 Spellbook Grand Towers. This card's really good at 2. A lot of people are only playing 1, but 2's better just because, like, if this card gets like eradicated out of your hand, its effect goes off. So like, if you can get eradicated, like I got eradicated with 2 of these in my hand, and I had 6 spellbooks. So I ended up getting 2 Kaikus on the field and beating the dude because he had no monsters after that. 2 Spellbook of Judgment. I would play 3. I just only own 2. So like, that's my only problem with this card. 2 Spellbook Library of the Crescent. I don't like 3. Just because like it can get too cloggy, like, and I mean, yeah, I know 3 is better because you can you can draw better, but I just prefer 2. 2 Spellbook Star Halls. People are known to play this in 1 or 2. This card is so good, it single-handedly wins you the mirror match. 2 Powers. I felt it with 1 power, I wasn't drawing it enough, and I couldn't play it as much as I wanted to, so I upped it to 2. 2 Spellbook of the Master. This card is really great. It copies basically any of your Spellbook cards except the quick play ones. So I mean, it's a really good card. 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Born. Spellbook Eternity. You only need it in 1. You just recycle with Grand Tower and you just keep playing it. 1 Life and 1 Wisdom. Same thing with Eternity. You can recycle it over and over again. On the traps, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. And the Solemns, Warning and Judgment. A lot of people play Wabakir Threatening Roar. I like the OCG trap lineup better, which is the Bottomless is in the Solemn combo. Alright, moving to the extra deck real quick. We got Shining Elf, Gotchi, Dagusta Phoenix. I actually made this more this weekend than I ever have. Acid Golem, and then Big Eye and Dracosac. I only got to go into this once. I never had the opportunity to go into Drakkar. Like I didn't really need to, but I made the big eye play. It was a pretty ridiculous play. And then in Synchros, we got Armory Arm, Cataster, TG Hyper Librarian, Tempest Magician, Black Rose, Arcanite, Scrap Dragon, Crimson Blader, and Stardust. I actually made these more than I ever have in this deck. Like I normally never make them, but with the one Priestess build, you're actually going to play. I've seen myself play more 8 stars than I did when I had 3 Priestesses. It's crazy. Crimson Blader, I never had the opportunity to make it. I had one opportunity to make it, but in the play, Scrap Dragon was the better play in the long run. Black Rose, I never needed it. Arcanite was really funny because I made it. The turn I made Priestess pop 3 cards. And then I made Big Eye with it and took their Blackluster Soldier, and the dude was mad pissed. I'm good. I'll span through my side deck real quick. A second Droll and Lockbird to complement with the main decked one. The second Jowgen. 1 Electric Vibes and 1 Puppet Plant. I play Puppet Plant mainly because my locals has a crap ton of 6 Samurai players. Like when that starter deck came out, everybody's like, "Oh, 6 Samurais," and I was just like, "It's so annoying to play against," and it can really beat you down too. Like, also it can take Big Eyes. So like if you're playing dragons, you can put it in just because it take Big Eyes. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, 2 Dimensional Fissures. Mystical Space Typhoon's really just in there for anything that plays any kind of like lockdown card that can really get in your way. And Deep Fissure is really good against stuff that like needs graveyards, because you don't need your graveyard. You don't need your monsters in your graveyard. You just need your spells. 1 Heavy. I'm in and out with Heavy Storm in the main deck. Like it's not really needed anymore, but like I like to side it anyway. Traps. 1 Retort, just mainly for the mirror match. 2 Rivalry Warlords. This is really good against a lot of stuff. I didn't get decided in this weekend. Like I didn't really need to, but it's most of the time it's really good. I wish that all the Spellbook cards were the same type. I play Ghost Match instead because I feel Ghost Match is way better than this card because Ghost Match destroys dragons. And then 3 Royal Decree. Basically, there's a lot of decks that can play heavy traps, and since I only play 4, putting these 3 in at any time really doesn't affect me that much. Well, guys, that was my deck. I hope you liked it.
Me? All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. This is Slender Revolution X coming to you guys with the deck profile. Please subscribe to join the revolution today, and I will talk to you guys next time.